Bonjour Gemini and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your yearly tarot reading for 2023. So I hope you're doing well and that you've had a good December month so far. Can't believe we're already at the end of the year, to be honest. So as usual, I'll ask that you remember those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and drop the rest. I'll be posting the Tarot Birth Card yearly readings next week, so I suggest that you have a look at those too, the one that applies to you, to get a more comprehensive picture, or maybe to get a message that resonates more with you, depending on your circumstances. I'm going to be using a wheel tarot spreads for you, and I'm going to be looking at the energy of each individual month. So what are the energies in 2023 that my Gemini Aquarians need to be aware of? Can you show me for the highest good, please? So you begin the year in January with the Five of Cups. February we have a major arcana, Strength. March another major arcana, the Hangman. April, Judgment. You're dealing with big energies in your first quarter, that's for sure. May, the Sun and more major energy, wow. June, the King of Wands. July, the Knight of Pentacles. August, the Page of Pentacles. September, the Hierophant, another major arcana for you. October, the Ten of Coins, beautiful energy. November, the Ten of Wands, so two tens, end of cycles, definitely wrapping up the year. And in December we have the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy that will be underlying you and all your progress and your motivations, and you may not know it's there, but it will be there definitely. We have the Two of Wands. So let me grab this card, put it here, and put my deck aside so we may begin the reading. So 2023 is the year of the Chariot. So this is a year where we are all going to feel a strong pull and drive to achieve our goal. The Charioteer is somebody who has their eyes on the prize, most definitely. And they don't take detours, as I like to say. It's go, go, go. It's an unstoppable force, incredible willpower, you know, like all steam going is what I'm hearing. And this is going to be combined for you with the Two of Wands. This is a card of crossroads. Because it's Wands energy, it's looking at different paths and options and trying to find the one that's going to add the more spice, is what they're saying to me, the more spice to your life. You know, what's going to give you something that really excites you. It's also a card of planning, you know, of having a goal in mind and planning it and realizing that the world is your oyster, really. Infinite possibilities is what I'm hearing, particularly today. It's not a meaning I often get with the Two of Wands, but for today this is what I'm getting. So a year where you're going to be striving, planning, and making a decision on which path you're going to go for. And this is going to be triggered, I believe, right at the beginning in January by the Five of Cups, because the Five is a disruptive energy. It's the energy that brings about change or challenges if we go against the grain. Cups being the emotional realm, this is maybe some regrets. You may be looking back in January on 2022 and have some regrets about the years for whatever reason. Take what resonates. Or you may be disappointed. You may have been disappointed by 2022. It may not have yielded the results that you were hoping for. You may also have had some kind of bad news, you know, anything that challenges you emotionally or destabilizes you. So January is going to be under that kind of energy, which is not an easy energy, but it's going to get better. You know, life always throws at us some curveballs because that's how we grow, that's how we evolve. It can't always be all beautiful, but you have the sun in your spread, which is the best card in the tarot, which also negates any negative cards that you may have. And to be quite honest with you, there's not many. So just be aware that January may be a bit rough for you emotionally for whatever reason. And take what resonates. You know, there are many Geminis around the world. You're not going to be living the same thing at the same time, but that's that energy. If there is not a major disappointment or regret that you're holding on to from 2022, it may just be a heavy energy on your heart. You know, you may need to clear your heart chakra. It may be moving more slowly than it should right now, and there are many things you can do, from meditation to yoga to healing sound, that you can find on YouTube for that. And in February you have a clear message from your spirit team, and by that I mean, you know, God, the universe, the angels, the ancestors, any deities you pray to, that you've got this. Strength is an incredible card because this is saying that you have the inner fortitude to tackle whatever comes your way. Force is also gentle, strength or force, which is a traditional name. It's overcoming something, you know, without being overpowering. It really is the soft side of strength, you know, the quiet strength, as opposed to the extrovert strength. It's also about, for some of you, taming your inner demon. You'll know if that applies to you. If you have an inner demon, you will know about it. But in February, this is really the card of saying, hey, you've got this. Don't worry about things. Things are going to improve. Trust that the universe has your back, or your angels are there for you, whoever you work with, and that you are fully capable of tackling whatever life throws at you. Remember, it's the year of the Chariot. There is going to be victory and triumph, but there are also going to be some challenges, some hurdles. That's what makes it worthwhile, in my opinion. Anything that you get without having to overcome some kind of problems or without having to work hard at, it's not the same sweet taste as a victory that you've earned, if you see what I'm saying. So, you know, that's how I look at life when I'm being challenged. And in March, you're going to come to some kind of a limbo. Now, these are big energies, just so we're clear. We are dealing with major arcana, and you have quite a few of them. You have 5 out of the 13 cards, which is nearly half, so, you know, it is quite big. I noticed that you have no swords at all, so no mental struggles, no heavy mental energy, which is good in a way, but it's also surprising, bearing in mind you're an air sign, and the swords energy represents your element, so there is a lot of wands and coins, so passions, desires, and very much grounded in the physical realm. You do have the Queen of Swords there. You know, I'd mentioned her, but she's a court card, is what I was trying to say. But you do have 3 wands, 3 coins, 1 cup. So it's very much revolving around big energies that are going to have a longer term effect on your life path, particularly in the first half of the year, as you can tell from the placement. But also what really ignites you, what gives you the thirst for life, and very much the everyday life 3D world of the coin energy. So the Hangman is a period of limbo, a period where you may feel things are stagnant, things are not moving on. So you may find that the start of the year is a bit sluggish for you, you know, January, February, March. Thinking things that they're saying things have not changed much from 2022, which is kind of frustrating. It can be frustrating. But the Hangman also talks about releasing. When we release our expectations, or when we look at things from a different point of view, perspective, because he's hanging down, we find answers and we liberate ourselves. So it may well be that you have to release your expectations. You may be too goal-oriented, which is kind of stopping your manifestation. In other words, you get stuck into what you've already manifested and you can't move away from it because you have too much emphasis on the outcome. So that's a message for some of you. For others, it's really looking at things from a different point of view. Changing your outlook is what they're saying. And in April, we move on and you have Judgment. Beautiful card of enlightenment. The Judgment card is a moment of revelation, and it may well be that you get downloads from your spirit team. So I would be paying attention to signs and synchronicities that occur in April. But it could also just be like a wake-up call, you know, a report card. You look back on your life, or you look back at a situation or a relationship, or you look back at your own attitude towards your life, and you think, you know what, I'm done with this. It's time for me to change. It will shake you to your core, and you're going to shed the old and welcome the new. You know, it's like you're upgrading. You have access to a version of you that's closer to your higher self, is what they're saying to me. So this is going to be a time of revelation for you. And with this upgrade that you get in April, you get the beautiful sun in May. And all of these are longer term energies. So this is a transformation that's happening. And transformations, although they are very, very beneficial, it's not an easy process, because in order to transform, we need to destroy the old for the new to be born. So this is why it's saying, you know, you need to have inner strength, you need to tame your own demons, you need to trust that the universe has your back, you need to change your outlook on things, your perspective, you need to release, you need to let go of old beliefs, for instance, or old ways of doing things, and then you will have access to that better version of you, that brand new version of you. And the sun arrives, and the sun is joy, happiness, it's success, victory, things being revealed, your sense of confidence coming back, your trust in the future coming back, you know, looking at things in a more positive way. So May is going to be a very, very nice turnaround period for you. So I see the first quarter being a bit more challenging for you, and then things are going to click, if you will, in the second corner, because you get that beautiful sun, which obviously is the best card in the deck. So, you know, you're entering a period of happiness, of success, and the effects of the sun you will feel, particularly in June with the King of Wands. And I see you embodying the energy of this card. Obviously, no genders attached here. So the kings are always knowledge, mastery, expertise of their suit. Wands is your pure spirit, your passion, your raw desire. So the King of Wands is someone who's very attractive, someone who's a go-getter, someone who's very much in their power, and they have that glow. You know, people notice them when they come into a room because they have this aura about them. They've also made mistakes and they've grown from it. You know, this is an active suit. The King of Wands has been wounded before and they've grown stronger from it. They've not given up. I find the King of Wands placed under strength a sign that you are going to go through this transformation in order to become this fiery king, this go-getter who draws from their own experience. Okay, this is not the Knight of Wands who's just going to follow their urges and not think about the consequences. This is somebody who is in their full power, knows what they're doing, have learned from their mistakes, and as a result are incredibly powerful and attractive. You may be very attracting as well to other people in June, but generally speaking, you will be in your power and you will feel good. You really will. And then in July, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knights represents things moving forwards, action being taken, whether by you or by others. So they often represent an offer coming your way. And because it's the coin, it's to do with the physical realm, whether it's home life or work life, financial assets, business, work, education, developing your skills. The Knight of Pentacles is the most reliable of all the knights. It's the slowest, but it definitely is the most reliable. So if this is you embodying the qualities of this knight, this is you having your eyes on the prize. As you can see, he's staring at the coin, knowing what you want and laying down the plan, you know, the foundations, the steps that you need to take in order to get there, planting your seeds, so that you have a direction, like with the Chariot, going towards it. If it's not you, it's an offer that comes your way. So it could be a job offer, it could be a raise, it could be a promotion, it could be a business opportunity, it could be an opportunity to develop your skills with being accepted on a course if you have been looking at such things, a new project that comes your way. But it's a very tangible and reliable offer because it's from the Knight of Pentacles. And then after that, you have the Page of Pentacles. So then you have a new direction. You either accept this offer that's on the table for you, or you decide to develop a skill to learn more. You know, the Page of Pentacles is someone who is looking to develop their skills and very keen to learn, to develop their potential. Or there's just some news that comes your way, good news, you know. It could even be a little bit of windfall, a little bit of money that comes your way and help you set your plan into motion if you are embodying the Knight of Pentacles. Either way, with the Page and the Knight of Pentacles, things are moving forward, and they're moving forward in a very reliable way towards you getting some kind of stability in your life, prosperity, abundance, and so on. And we then have the Hierophant, and I've got to say, I am drawn to the fact that the Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant are looking at each other. The Hierophant represents many things. This is a major arcana, so big energy again. And the Hierophant represents traditions, and as such may represent big entities, like a big company. Like you may be given a job or a raise or a promotion into a big company if you work in a big company, or you may be invited to join a big company if that's the case. But it doesn't have to be. For some of you, I'm getting a message, you know, if you're a teacher, you're going to be ascending to senior leadership. But that's a special message for someone out there. It's not for all of you, I'm well aware of that, but I had to get it out. You may be looking at committing. The Hierophant is also a card of commitment. Now, it could be traditionally looked at marriage, obviously, but it could be going into business with somebody, you know, committing long term in that respect as well. It's also a card of enlightenment. It could also be a mentor. You may be encountering somebody who's going to show you how to grow your coin. You see that coin that the Page and the Knights are obsessing about. This Hierophant, they may be learning from this Hierophant. So you'll know if in September you have somebody like that in your circle, you will know what this is. But this is also a card of long-term commitment, whether it is in your career, your job, or in a relationship. And it bears its fruit, because all of this then leads to the beautiful Ten of Coins. Now, tens represent the combination of any suit, or the completion of a cycle, and this is you having it all. It is by all means my favorite minor arcana, because it means that you've got it all in the physical realm. So finances are secure, you feel stable, you have prosperity and abundance, and it may well be financial prosperity, but it could be also just the security of a career that keeps on giving to you. If you have worked on a business or something, it's becoming established, it's become a brand name, has a level of reputation, you know, word of mouth is all you need now, you don't need to market it anymore. If you were studying, this is big graduation, passing with flying colors. And if it is to do with a commitment and a committed relationship, this is a very steady, solid relationship that's gonna last. It's a beautiful card. It may also be representing a windfall of money, kind of big because it's the Ten of Pentacles. It's not the Ace. The Ace is a small one because it's the beginning of it. The 10 is a big lump of money, if it is the case. It may also be indicating inheritance for some of you, but not all of you. It is the card of legacy, leaving your impact, your print on the world. So you may, for some of you, have become a mentor or a counselor, which is why you have this legacy card here in October, because people are looking up to you and follow you as their leader. So there could be that. It's a special message for someone out there. But this is you reaching the point that you know, most people are looking for in their lives: solidity, prosperity, abundance, being in gratitude for it as well, and, you know, being in the moment and understanding that you've got all of this and that you're safe, which is a beautiful card. And it means that you drop your burden in November. You can stop the burnout that you may have been experiencing, or the effort, the struggle with your inner demon, if that was the case for you here. You can drop all of that. You have successfully dropped all of your wands. I love the Ten of Wands for that, because you've not dropped any, you have never given up, you have persisted, and through sheer determination and passion and drive, you have reached the end of the line with that, which is really, really beautiful. So November will see you dropping something that has been a burden, that has weighed upon you, whatever this is, whether it's a relationship, a business, or a job that was too much. For some of you, it may well be retirement, that Ten of Coins here, which is why you are relinquishing that burden, because maybe you were in a career or a job or a business that completely consumed you, and you've given it your all, and now that's it. You've reached a point where you can actually financially retire, which is beautiful. And in December, the Queen of Swords. So either someone coming your way, or you embodying this energy. The queens represent, generally speaking, patience and understanding. Swords is the mental realm, the air, your energy. The Queen of Swords is somebody who cuts what no longer serves them. This is seeing things for what they are, being very factual, and just letting go of something. So I see these energies in November, December closely linked with you turning your back on something, dropping it because you know it no longer serves you, because you've outgrown it, or simply because it's not who you are anymore. You've been going through a big transformation, particularly in April with the Judgment card, which means you are a different person now. So now it's time to drop something, and November, December time will be that time when you let go a bit. I feel right now, by just holding the cards, the feeling that the burden is going to be released from your shoulder, and you're going to feel much, much lighter. So that's a very good read for you. Aside from the beginning, the first quarter, where you're going to have to push through a little bit, everything else then, is going to fall into place, and things are going to pick up really nicely. That's what I love about the tarot. It gives you power. You know where there might be tension points, which means that you can be proactive. So I love that about it. It's a very empowering reading, and I hope you enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. So if you did, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you so much for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm very grateful you chose to spend it with me. Thank you for all the support you gave me this year. It's very much appreciated. I wish you a wonderful, beautiful 2023, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.